Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dustin, and doing a late night stream tonight for a few reasons. Remind me as I continue to set some stuff up, make sure that everything's looking Gucci on the stream, which it does. Okay, looking good. Good. Okay, so what I wanted to do tonight, let me finish what I'm doing. Enjoy the music for a second. I'm here, but let me fix this. Okay, so let me kill the music here, and let me go ahead and bring up the game. I just took the thumbnail, so just kind of trying to figure things out here. So basically, allow me to explain to you something. What is Cryotic? Let's start off with a very generic, basic question. What is Cryotic? How do you go about getting it? You get it from excavation missions. I'm not excited because excavation missions are, in my opinion, one of the most boring missions out there. Interception is worse, in my opinion, but excavation, I would say, out of like the, I don't know, 20-ish different types of missions, excavation is up there for missions that I don't want to do. Ooh, I need to visit that person in Duviri. That's not going to be too bad. I should be able to visit her in the Dorma Zone, so we'll do that real quick. So while I'm doing this for the Nightwave real quick, I wanted to discuss Cryotic, and I'll have plenty of time to discuss other things, but to take a microscope to what I'm going for, closer look is what I'm trying to say.
What
Does this not count? I probably need to like talk to her. Yeah, I need to talk to her over there. Okay, I'll just do it sometime later. It's fine. Take a closer look at things. So Cryotic is a resource that you need a lot of. You get it from excavation missions. How you get it in excavation missions is you need to give the excavator power cells from the enemies that spawn, a very specific type of enemy that has a power cell on their back. When you kill them, they drop it. When the excavator is done mining, it's like a minute and 20, minute and 30, something like that, then you are awarded 100 Cryotic. Now, I am going to do something that I never tell people to do. I always say don't do this. But this resource booster, I believe, I'm going to double check the wiki, but I'm fairly certain that this does affect the Cryotic drops. And if it doesn't, then I'm saving 40 plat. If it does, then I'm going to take it, because the dojo, I think I need like in total 20 to 25, maybe 30,000 Cryotic, which some of you might be like, okay, that's a lot. How much do you get per extraction? You get 100. That's 300 extractors for 30,000. There's a weapon called the Sibir. The Sibir requires 30,000 raw Cryotic in order to craft it. It is absolutely nuts. Why does it need so much? I don't know. It's ridiculous. But I digress. Resource boosters do in fact double Cryotic earnings at the mission's end. Okay. So resource booster is what I would want then, and that is this 3-day resource booster. I will actually, let me double check. Yeah, we don't need drop chance. I just need resource booster. So this is a we could do a 7-day if I got a little bit more money, but it's fine. I'll just purchase a 3-day. I always try to be an advocate of don't waste your plat on this. I'm at a point where I kind of am just spending plat on cosmetics, so I just kind of have extra plat here and there. Let me make sure. Yep. I don't believe the blessing you can get from relays would help. I think it's a drop chance, which doesn't affect it. We need like drop amount, which is what this would be. So there's nothing else left to do except for just to get in here. I'm not doing Steel Path because it's actually a lot faster to do non-steel path versus steel path on this. Steel path, yeah, you can get acolytes, and yeah, it might be fun to kind of kill an acolyte every once in a while and get extra steel essence and other stuff like that too, but it's not the most important thing, in my opinion. So basically, how this is going to work is we just go to the various dig sites like this, and then we just kind of, well, yeah, you're about to find out how boring this is going to be, and I don't blame you if you want to click off or do something else more exciting with your life. I appreciate if you're going to watch this through, and I can't say you're going to enjoy your time, but I appreciate you nonetheless. So, what does make it easier is if you have a operator or drifter, you can actually double stack. So you'll be seeing me do this thing, and also there's a quick way to like pick up these power things by rolling and then hitting E at the right time, or you can just like spam it. So you'll see me do a lot of rolls to pick them up because it's an animation cancel. It saves a lot of time. And then also my operator, or my drifter, excuse me, she can also do that. So again, you look in the right direction, or your body faces the right direction, tap your sprint button, and then you can actually pick it up. So it just makes it a little bit faster animation-wise. So other things that I wanted to talk about, because there's not much really to discuss for right now. We'll just go to the next excavation. I was thinking about it the other day. Because the weird aspect ratio that my computer screen is, I can't get a 16:9 resolution, which is why the video kind of has the little black bars on the side. It's not like the black bars are an issue or anything like that. I've definitely had my like streams and videos look a lot worse. I'm going to assume that it's just my tablet too, with like the bit rate or something. Maybe I need to adjust bitrate a little bit. I don't know. It just looks like it's a little blurry at times when I'm moving around. I don't know if that's just me, if that's everybody, because if it's everybody, then that's a bitrate thing and that I need to change, so. Let's see. Outputs. Yeah, I'm using 10K up, so I mean, maybe it's too high. Maybe I need to turn it down a little bit. I don't really know for sure, but basically what I'm trying to get at is, because of the weird black bars along the side, what I would want to do actually is get like an overlay. So what I would do is I'd squeeze the game to be like on the side like this, and then I'm like, okay, what can I fit in that one singular spot? Well, not much. But if I keep shrinking it, then I can get like, you know, stuff on the left-hand side and then put things on the top and bottom. About to snap it. There we go. So it's got me thinking about like overlay options and stuff, things that I could do that would be a little bit better than what it currently is. Not that it's bad. I used to stream on Twitch a long time ago. For those OGs out there, you know who you are. I used to stream on Twitch, and I used to have overlays and stuff, but I kind of went away from it because it seemed like it was kind of distracting, just a little bit. But I'm kind of debating on getting into that again. I need to find my own style and find what works. It's just, there's part of me that's like, if I put an overlay there, how much of the actual game am I blocking? And if I don't block the game, then it's like I have to kind of work around the weird aspect ratios and stuff, so it's this whole process. But I do want to kind of, every once in a while I do this where I kind of like increase the quote professional quality of my streams, so I might do that again. I'm not entirely certain. I want to, but I also like don't really have a lot of like, I don't know a lot of people personally who do a lot of streaming and like what they do, so I just kind of like always have to do it myself. Oh, that's just me kind of venting a little bit too, so my apologies if that's not why you clicked on my video, but or the stream. But yeah, it's gonna be one of those streams today where there's not much really going on, so mindless chatter is gonna be on the agenda today. this power cell here. Drop this other one here. I'm going to drop another dome on this when this one disappears. That should be... It's about a 30-second timer for my domes, so... So in other words, about 40 seconds left to go, or excuse me, 45 for the first couple of excavations. We've only done 3, the one that's active right now. D would be 4. We just started E, so that will be 5. And for those of you curious, usually I go to about 20. Because about 20 is where they start to ramp up in the difficulty, and that's where they start to basically get to a point where they start one-shotting the objective, or if I'm not paying like super close attention, they will kill it in a matter of like 3 or 4 seconds. So I do have to be more mindful than anything else the closer I get to it. And then right now I'm like, I'm not really using my dome. I could, but I'm trying to save a little bit of energy. I do have energy siphon, so it is slowly refilling. For anybody curious too, this is my Korra build that I use for Steel Path. It's a shield gating Korra build. So it's just right now, it doesn't look like it with the overguard, with the over shield, excuse me. I need to focus a little bit better. Let's do more. See that pickup animation? Some people would say it's just about as long as if you were just to, you know, roll into it. The thing is, if you roll into it, look at the distance I just traveled just by rolling versus picking this up, you know. The thing with it is that you're not really saving that much time, but you have the potential to save time. Spoken like a true speedrunner that I'm not yet. So the reason of me explaining this is a shield gating Korra build is you'll see me spam 1 every once in a while. That's just kind of how I play Korra these days. So, yeah. I'll pick one of these up, land on the objective. Never mind. It's 44 seconds. So as far as cryo tonight, or it's cryotic, but I say it's cryo just because it's easier. For tonight, the plan is I need, I think it was like 6K, 5K, 5.5. I'll go with like 6K. I need about 6K to get Trinity Prime. I think, was it Neuroptic? I put it in the description. I kind of forgot why. I've got like, I don't know how many more parts left till most Warframes I'm done with. I should roll. Realistically, I should put this up, grab one, go grab another one. Don't run all the way over here, get this other one going immediately, dome this one up, run back, defend the last one till it gets done, and then run back over here. Okay, dome is just about to run out. Do this. I'll grab one just in case that I need to use it like in a panic on the A. Looks like it might even be okay. Nothing's really attacking it at the moment. It'd be a little easier if I had other people to do this with, because then, you know, I could like pick up scraps or something, is what I call it. This one's totally fine. So, when I reference scraps, what I'm saying is I'll defend the remainder of the time on this one objective. Nobody's really here, so that's good. I'm gonna try to go to the next one. this is faster than just like running. Obviously, void slinging is way faster, but okay. So now they're starting to destroy B. So I need to get back there before they destroy it. For those of you curious, what happens if you let the excavator get destroyed, for instance? You get whatever it mined. So it's not like you get nothing. You still get some of it. It's just not nearly as good. Like, and plus, not only that, but doing a full-on excavation also gives you an excavation completed on the ticker up there, or digs completed. And as you see right now, I got a lift T12 relic. So if you do full digs, you get an extra bonus reward, and that is usually like relics or whatever else. This one should be good for the remainder of its time, hopefully. There is focus orb. We'll about that. Where did I drop that? There it is. For those of you curious, we're at 11 minutes and I've done almost 9 excavations. Because they're about 1:40, yeah, it's 100 seconds. That's 1:40. And that's how many cryotic you get is 100. So it's 1 cryotic per second that it's mining. I need a total of roughly like 5.5k for just Trinity, and then all the other stuff that I mentioned earlier, you know, dojo research, the other one's the Sibir. My gosh, I hate that thing. So here's hoping that, you know, we're at 1800 because I also got the booster, the double booster thing. So what would normally take me, I think it's like 25 minutes to do 20, or no, it's about 25 minutes. A lot of it really depends on like how bold I want to be. Like right now, I could go to the next one. In fact, I'm going to. But usually I try to stay until like 20 seconds or maybe about 45, and then I put down a dome and then I would leave. I wouldn't leave at like 50 and put up a dome because that's 20 seconds that the enemy can potentially snipe the objective, which is not what I want. Alright, so this one will be done, or is full. I'm going to try to rush back over to Delta because I don't want this to get murdered. Got the 100, we're good. Next one is up by Echo. We'll head back. Gosh, if I can void sling, we're heading back. Alright, head over here. Batteries in there. For anybody curious to what I'm doing or like why I'm quickly changing from, or how I'm quickly changing from my operator slash drifter in this case, back to my frame, I'm basically just meleeing. That's all I'm doing. You can use it to really good avail with Eidolon hunts. It's kind of how I learned how to do that. You would like look at a location and then hit your melee button while holding down your left click. So I would do like this, and what it would do is it would actually fire a like rifle. It's very tricky to try to explain it without showing it off. But trust me when I say it's an Eidolon hunt thing. One of those min-max things that everybody seems to really love to min-max. For good reason. I mean, it still is the way to get Arcane energized, but from the Jade event that unfortunately just ended, I think yesterday I think, you can no longer get Arcane energized through that. I got enough for 2 full R5s, one for myself and one that I could sell if I wanted to, but people are just I'll buy it for 20 plat. When it's like normally 40 or 50 before the event. And then they're selling it for like over 1,000 plat for an R5. It's just ridiculous. So I hope not that many people are actually scammed out of like a really decent arcane. If you ever get energized, do not let somebody try to buy it from you for less than 40. It is such a good arcane, and it should be valued as such. Obviously, because the supply got oversaturated recently, it's going to go down a little bit in value, but it's still a very worthwhile investment. Just get the roll right. That one, alpha, the third alpha should be okay. Hopefully I don't activate sticky keys. Funnily enough, I have those turned off. So here's a fun fact. This excavator is always level 6. The reason why I leave at 20 is because the enemies are like level 30. These guys are already like almost 15. I thought I saw 18 on somebody. But they're starting to get to a point where they're starting to get a little spooky. Well, especially when there's 2 Arson Eximuses literally standing next to each other. I can start the other one. It's close enough. I'm not getting a lot of power cells at the moment. I could, if needed, run all the way back, but I don't want to. Bravo here is just getting hammered by that Nox. Noxes are kind of scary because they have overguard, so they aren't affected by Korra's Dome, which anything with overguard, like Eximus units, oh my gosh, there's a Jade Light, an Energize, an Arcane, or Arctic. There's a lot going on around here. Holy.
The excavator has run out of power. Find a
another
cell.
one. There's another Fire Eximus. You guys need to chill. Thought that Nox was killed, but he wasn't yet. Okay, Bravo should be good. Yeah, got down to 800 before it finished, but it finished, so. I'm gonna double stack this. I don't need to, but I'm feeling a bit unsure at the moment. Consider there's also a Arctic guy somewhere, not Arctic. There he is. That Butcher Flame Arson, that's the one. I was like, it starts with an A too, but what is it? Alright, next one. Thankfully, because this is like in between the 2 locations, the power cells sometimes, depending on your distance to the power cells, they don't despawn, which is good. Thought that acorn over there was something else, but an Aeton statue or something. Arctic was just absolutely obliterated. The Nox also died over here, so I gotta be careful with toxin damage. And I immediately run into it. Okay, next one is 200 meters away-ish. Trying to sit in a better posture over here. Also need to check my phone, by the way. Okay, I have no idea what happened. I was looking at my phone. I just heard the noise and was like, what the? Missed it. Oh, it says the 15th? That is true. It does. I didn't realize that until you said it, though. Give me a second. Thankfully, because it's single player, I can do this. Now you know the ins and outs. I tend to kind of take the... You know, that actually reminds me, the other stream I did probably has the wrong day on it too. Well, give me one moment. Whenever YouTube decides to load, please, thank you. July 18th, save. Okay. You might need to have to refresh to see it, but it should be right now. Okay. Let's continue. Knocks over there. We got like 10 seconds. I don't really trust that they're not going to destroy this. It's even with a dome up too, holy. Okay, we're up to 16. You can kind of tell from wave 1 to wave 16, they're really starting to go up a little bit. So, I'm going to try to play this a lot more defensively from here on out. Other one's way back over there. I really don't want to do that. I could probably do it, but I don't want to. There's a power cell. Need one more. Never fully explained either. It takes 4 power cells to like fully charge up an excavator. So, but again, a lot of it is just like waiting for the proper guy to show up, and then, you know, down a chain. So this would leave like 20 seconds. I don't really want to do that. Plus the amount of Eximus that are just spawning right now. Really shouldn't just like abandon this area just yet. Yeah, the overguard is really what would get me in trouble a lot. Okay, I was just moving around. Alright. Put down another dome. It should be okay. Is there any other Eximus units? There's this guy here. That was my Cora. I just trying to attack for whatever reason. Probably because I'm panicked a little bit. Okay. That was 17. Here goes number 18. Thankfully, inconveniently, there are 2 power cells right here. Is there a den around here? No. I don't know then. It's another one that's 200 meters away. Drop that, thank you. I'm curious actually. Let me try this again. So yeah, I can drop it mid-animation, because that swing animation is so long. Okay. Also getting to a point where they're bringing out heavy gunners. Look, level 31. Excavator, level 6. Okay, Nox died right there, so there's going to be some toxins I gotta watch out for. Watch me as I just mess up there. Watch out. Yeah, even just operator abilities. Drifter. I keep saying operator because that's what you start off with, but operator because it is what people start off with. Everybody has to start off with operator. It's just what naturally comes to my mind. Alright. Grab this. Need one more. Head over here. Those guys. Yeah, they're just buffed.
The excavator has run out of power. Find a cell.
Shot that. I hate him. This one almost died. If I can keep this one alive, plus the other one, that'd be great. This should be the last one over here. I didn't want to put that power cell in there. Uh-oh, the one just ran out.
The excavator has lost power. Find another cell.
Keep this one alive. So close. The other one should be okay to be by itself. This one is in almost single-digit health. 94. I don't even know if they recover health. It doesn't look like they do because it's still 94. They do recover shields, and whenever you put a battery in, it does max out their shields, but... I'm trying to whip that guy, but... No! They broke it.
Excavator destroyed.
I want that 20.
Dig sites.
We'll do one more, but I'll be very protective, I guess. Again, the reason for this is I think it's every 2 you get like a bonus. That bonus being a bonus, I want to get it. I know, that's probably the shakiest way I've ever had to explain that before. Because it exists, I want it. Fly on that, dude. I love how the chain, like the Strangledome chain, is technically sentient if you think about it. Like, it's smart enough to know, oh, there's an enemy, I'll just grab it. It's actually terrifying when you think about it. Makes me wonder, lore-wise, if Alad V is not the first person to mess around with amalgams or sentience technology. Alright, 45. It's usually about the time where I'd like clap my hands together and be like, alright, we're done here, but well, about to lose it. That freaking heavy gunner, man. So heavy gunners, they use the Gorgon, which if you're a StarCraft 2 fan, you'll think is a giant battlecruiser. And you're right, it is. But over here, it is a female Grineer lady with a freaking machine gun, who is just terrifying because if you allow her to shoot more than a couple bullets, you'll realize they do a lot of damage. Very inaccurate, but if they all connect in a sequence of unfortunate events, you will be on the ground, dead. They're terrifying in Steel Path, if you let them wind up. If you don't, then you're fine. You know. But that is one full run, 28 minutes. Ay, ay, ay. So you can imagine, right? So this is with a 2x booster. So think of it like that. It's 4,170 in 28 minutes. You cut that in half. That is 2,085? No. Yeah, no, it is 85. For once, I think I did math right. Or somewhere around there. It's a little over 2,000. We'll just say that. It was 2,000. Yeah, it was 85. So 2,085 is what you would get. Imagine doing what I needed to do tonight. That would take me an hour and a half if I didn't get the booster. Obviously, because I have the booster, it makes my life a lot easier. So, but I still need another 1,100 and some change, 1,145 or something. So we're just gonna run it again, run it back. The goal of this tonight is to probably do this like 4 times, maybe 5 times. We'll see. Because it's like half an hour, I'm just like, ugh.
We're here in search of lost artifacts.
But I also
and
don't want to
items
waste like the
buried
3-day
deep below the
booster.
surface.
The other reason why I'm
This scanner
streaming
has picked up
later
the
in the
target.
day
Go
instead
to
of
the dig
as
site.
well, I just feel like getting back into streaming again. It's been a while, you know, like 3 months or so. But I wanted to get back into it, and my schedule for streaming might be, if I stream on Wednesday and Thursday, it's not going to be for very long if it's in the middle of the day, if I feel like doing that. So that kind of explains why there was no stream yesterday, or there was going to be none today, but then I decided, yeah, we'll do that. What I'm saying is don't get used to me streaming at this time on Thursday, because I have other midweek commitments that I go to. So tonight I didn't go, so I was free to kind of do, you know, some other stuff. So it's kind of why I'm streaming tonight. But for the future, Wednesday and Thursday are probably not going to be days that if I stream, it won't be for very much. If it's earlier in the day. If it's not earlier in the day, then I might be able to do like some later in the night streaming. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I forgot I need to grab one as Cora first, and then as the preferred. How awful. However, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, typically I don't really have much else going on, so I could do streaming. The downside for tomorrow, Friday, is we've had our vehicle, our van specifically, at the dealership for over 7 months because of complication after complication. They had to replace the transmission, essentially, is what the real issue was, among other ones, probably management issues. But after a grueling 7.5-ish months, it's finally getting done, or it is done, they said today. So tomorrow, I'm going to go with my mom and dad to go pick it up, and it's going to be great. So I might do a stream tomorrow. We'll see. I'm not planning on anything right now. Just, again, have to see. If things go well and, you know, we can get back at a relatively decent time, maybe. It might be about this time tomorrow if I decide to do a stream tomorrow, but right now we'll just be mindful of what I'm doing now and not think about the what-ifs of tomorrow. I've got too much to worry about tomorrow when I wake up tomorrow. I won't think about that stuff right now. I didn't mean to do that. Good thing there's another one here. It's over that way, 200 meters. I think early on it's okay to let the excavator do its thing. Unless that was the sound of the chain breaking immediately. I think it was for the other excavator that just finished, though. Could be mistaken. I hope I'm not. No, still got 8 seconds. Okay, the chain should be breaking on the other one right now. Also hate... I should probably remove the Fenmore as my primary, so that way it's just secondary melee. So yeah, depending on how things go tomorrow, I might stream tomorrow evening, kind of this time as well. I might develop a schedule where I do like 2 really long streams on Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, maybe even Friday. Like later in the day stream. You know, like 7, 8 o'clock at night. Maybe like an hour or 2, something like that. Well, we'll see. one. I forgot to mention this earlier too, but if anybody's curious about the Smita Kavat situation, because if I had a Smita Kavat, whenever it did its buff for like increased resource chance, I think it's like one of the 6 possible buffs that the Smita Kavat can give you. For anybody curious about that whole situation, I unfortunately did not get a Smita Kavat on the first incubation, or also the second one. I did a second incubation from like last night to today, and I've gotten 2 Adarza Kavats. So unfortunately, I did not get a Smita yet, but should I get one soon, then that would be another one that would be very, very helpful. Also, I really hate that this extractor fell. energy.
The excavator has
The other
lost
one's
power.
gonna break.
Find another cell.
That grenade's probably gonna... Okay, it didn't nuke the shields. I was thinking it was gonna nuke it. Yeah, if I was distracted for that long on like excavator 12 or maybe even 13, yeah, they would have killed him. That's just what they would have done. Hopefully we're not there yet. But B should be okay. I'm gonna go check on C and get ready to run to D. A bunch of interesting over there. Alright. Let me find out what's in the lift T12 relic. Also went looking through a lot of like the weapons and stuff that I don't have for mastery rank reasons, and let me just say that there's a lot that I still have to do. Provided that I want to get to MR30, which I do eventually at some point in my life. Was it just oh my gosh, it's stuck. Yeah, in the meantime, whenever I can, I'm trying to get the Smita Kavat. Playing a game with myself, how many Adarzas do I need to get before I am blessed with a Smita? So far, I am 0-2. Or I guess, I am 2-0 for Adarza versus Smita. I don't know why I have... Those guys are freaking out for a second there. I have like this impression that it's supposed to be like a 50-50. I don't know if that's true, but I'm just kind of told myself that, I guess. Unless it is actually 50-50 and I read it a long time ago, but I'm not huge into like animals or like companion animals in games. If it's like, oh, we'll get a bunch of chickens for, you know, a farm or something. It's like, okay, they're providing a resource, therefore, you know, I'll min-max that. They provide resources, I guess. But if it's just like, oh, check out my cool pet, that looks like an elephant, I'm just like, I guess. And that's just who I am, I don't know. Plus, I blame other people for trivializing what I get. It's like, and so what? I didn't ask you. Thanks. Appreciate it. I get a stretch of good luck, and all of a sudden everybody hates me because, oh, you're RNG carrying. Yeah, that's it. Did I not bring over two? I didn't. Cool. Chip gold. The next one is over in that direction. Another battery over here somewhere. That's a big one. Let's just do this. feel like I should probably not leave it, but I'm gonna try to... is it gonna be fine? 20 seconds? It's regaining shield, so I'm more inclined to say yes than no. Yeah, it's fine. So this other one's going to be back in that location. I'm just going to leave these guys alive if I can, because the game does have a hard cap of how many units can be alive at any given point in time. If I come over here, these down, I got 10 seconds to rush back. Dome just ran out too. Interesting. This excavator's gonna need some shields. I'll give it some. I gotta run back to Bravo. Oh, I wasn't close enough for that. Fine. So if I wanted to stress myself out more, that's what I can do. Okay, I'm gonna wait till about 35 seconds, put down another dome. All right. Give me that battery. Okay, we're doing good. Got 14 on this run so far. Need one more power cell, I'm pretty sure. Here's a fun fact for you. Sometimes the crates in the environment, provided it's an actual crate, not like Rubido, but like these crates here have a chance to also spawn a power cell. So if you can't find an enemy to drop one, you could potentially find it in the crates. But, you know, everybody's just taking a sweet time getting over here, which, you know, I get it. They're a little slow. I mean, they are test tube people after all. It's the lore of them anyways. I'm gonna try to leave as many of them alive as I possibly can, because, again, there is a hard cap to the amount of mobs that are available or could be spawned in at any given point in time. So if they're all over there harassing that one objective, except for this guy, a few of his buddies, if they're mostly over there, oh crap, they're mostly over there, then it should be fairly easy. That's a gunner, 2 gunners even. Wow, okay, you all need to like chill. Now you just found out why I don't like gunners.
The excavator has run out of power. Find a cell.
Let's shoot this over here. I also wish that the drifter slash operator could do a double jump without having to void sling everywhere. I feel like just a simple double jump every once in a while would be better than, you know, slinging around. Y'all need to just like chill, okay? He's under attack again. I gotta be very careful over here. Almost lost this one. There's a lot of power cells right there, though. D, I just repaired it. Must have been the Blitz guy. Grab one of those. Set it down over here. There's literally a just huge amount of them over there. Okay, D should be okay. And E will expire or get done in 2 seconds. We're fine there. I'm even going to, as risky as this is or might seem, I'm gonna run all the way back over here, grab some of these power cells that are just like all around here. Might as well. Just need to keep this one alive, see where the next one goes. Hopefully not. I'm pretty sure it's going to go back that direction it just came from, where that little Diriga's going. Bye, little Diriga. See you later. In case anybody's curious, that is the duplex bond. After you spend so much energy, it spawns a little version of your companion. I think it's only accessible, that specific mod is only accessible for Sentinel type units. Like Diriga, like Death Cube, etc., etc. Okay, this one should be okay. Oh, it's this one right here, okay. Go ahead and read. What? Let's go ahead and yep. Reload, that's the word I was looking for. Let's not just like reload. Alright, so A is good to go. There's secondary ammo, okay. That was a Nox, it just screamed at me. Alright, so 15 seconds after the chain is done, let's head over to the next one. This is actually number 19 that I'm working on currently. And then this next one over here will be 20, and these are the last two. Provided that A actually survives, which I'm not too sold on confidence at the moment. I'm wondering if it was like a Blitz Eximus or something, the one that like explodes the ground multiple times, because they can do some serious damage. Let's just do that. 100, cool. Head over to Bravo real quick. Four Noxes. I don't feel that bad for them though. They've killed me so much when I first started off playing. It wasn't that they, you know, they do a decent amount of damage and they have like a little sticky projectile that sticks to your frame, and after a few seconds it blows up. It's not even that killed me a lot of the time, it's the fact that when they die they spawn a toxin cloud. That was what killed me a lot. Same thing with Fire Eximuses too. I mean, even to this day, Fire Eximuses still can get me killed. I can't say I learned from my lessons, if I'm honest. Get ready to leave. Got like 10 seconds. I'm gonna risk it and hope that we're fine. Shields aren't budging, so we're good. Okay, now it's starting to a little bit. We're fine. With T12. I'm gonna briefly, after I extract here, I'm gonna briefly take a look at the relics that I'm getting, because Lith A6, P8, R5 and T12. It's quite a bit of those, so I want to take a look, see roughly what they are. T12 is the Tatsu Prime handle. Felix Prime. Okay. I have 38 of those too, so 41, 42, and then what's the A6 one? Come on, game. I wish it would let me see when it's loading. Look at this. 46. Okay. Alright, so that was 4K. Cryotic. Looking pretty good. We get Trinity Prime. This is one of those primes that somebody gave me nearly the entire set and then was just like memeing like, oh, I don't have the whole thing, but here, I'll give you most of it. And then I found out Trinity Prime is more like a like support frame, and then I was like, take me for. Not that plain support frames are bad, it's just I wanted Saren at the time, so. That was before I had Rhino or anybody. I just had Mag. That was about it. So. Just making a note for me off screen. So, let's see. Octavia Prime is done. Cool. Cryotic. So Octavia Prime is done, so I don't need to have that. Fomorian Disruptor. For those of you curious, the Fomorian event is actually, it looks like ongoing now, finally. I feel like did they send an inbox? Oh yeah, they did. It's right. Wait, no, this isn't it. Yeah, see, it looks like it's like ready to go. I'm not crazy, right? There's no Fomorian there. Is there? No. I'm gonna look through the whole star chart and not find anything new or exciting or fresh. So, you know, there's that. Oh, I do need to run Abyssal Zone again. I got Daggeth up to level 30 and then subsumed her for whatever stupid reason. So now I need to rebuild a Daggeth in case I actually want to play her one day. Which I want to have every frame just in case, you know. I'd like to be able to have a collection of everybody. Might as well. You know, maybe let's say like a month or two from now, they just do a round of buffs for a lot of the older frames, you know, who don't really stack up as much anymore. And let's say, I mean, Daggeth is a more recent frame. I don't see them changing her too much. But let's say they change somebody else. Oh, here's another 20,000. I gotta do 4 times. I need to do 2 more hours of excavation missions just for that. That's so stupid. And the worst part is, I don't believe I have this mastered, so I need to get this. If I don't already have the blueprint, or it gets destroyed because I left another clan. It could have destroyed it. Either way, I'm not happy about that. I also need mutagen samples too, 5,000 of them. So, I mean, I could use this time with my 3-day to get some more mutagen samples. That would kind of be a cool use, or a good use of my time, I should say. So expect a few more streams of just like going hard for certain resources because, yeah, I need to. Is there anything? I know there's Wukong. Do progress. Wukong needs plastids, so not cryotic. Scourge need a little bit more oxium, and then I need the other things, the Synthula plus the adrenal plus more Synthula stuff, which I have no idea how to get. I want to do these just for clan affinity, which will help rank up my clan. So, oh, and before I forget, how much pigment did I get? 128. Heck yeah. Over halfway finally. Cool. And I don't believe there's anything else. The first one on the list, I don't remember what that one. Energy lab? Yeah, energy lab. I've got all the research on there. It's just a matter of the other ones now. So, So, now here comes the real question. Do I go for mutagen samples or do I just continue? I think I'm going to continue doing more Cryotic. So, yeah. 2.5 hours just to get Wukong, who's not even like... Me personally, I'd rather go with Volt early on. And that's not even saying a whole lot.
Picked up a target. Go to the dig site.
I personally don't really like Wukong. I think he's overrated. That's just me spitting facts, or the hot take, however you want to look at it, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Wukong, my mind is overrated. I think we're back. That looks like we're back. So as I was saying before, the Wukong enjoyers DDoSed me. Wukong overrated. Not that it means a whole lot, but Saren with her multi-ability, depending on how much you buff her ability strength, she can keep up with Wukong, provided that, you know, you as Saren kind of have a good grip on bullet jumping, movement abilities and whatnot. And I don't mean like ability like, oh, you know, get what is it? I don't remember what one would actually look at. It would pair well with both anyways, I'm not sure. But I'm not talking like a helmet ability or anything. What I'm talking about is like your physical ability to process information on your screen and make accurate or near accurate decisions. So like, you approach this jump, you're like, do I jump? Do I double jump? Do I bullet jump? Do I aim glide while I'm in the air? Like, what is your ability to control your character? And if it's already good, then it doesn't matter if you play Wukong or any other character. Any other character that has really, how shall I say, a really low skill ceiling in terms of like play style. Of course, anybody who has a really good skill will be able to make that character seem like they're a godlike character everybody should be playing, but I mean, I've done things on Saren or playing as Saren or even Quora that I'm like, I didn't even know that was possible. And then I translated that over to other characters and I realized, oh yeah, you know, a character with speed buff or, you know, reload buff like Wisp or Volt, things like that. If you can master a frame that enhances your character's move speed, reload speed, and the like, then it can be better if you're a more skilled player. But a lot of it really comes down to the skill ceiling. How low or how like tall up, how high up it is. And Saren for me is like a good mixture of easy to understand, but also a bit more in-depth to actually play. She's not a hard frame to get into, you know. Is she exciting? I think she is. Just add toxin damage, add corrosive damage to any weapon that you have. That's pretty good, you know. Considering those are like the two big ones, Grenier and Corpus, you know. I'm trying to get one of those batteries. They drop from those containers. I'm not crazy. I might be. Grab. Oh my gosh, grab. What I will say is frames that I would recommend getting into early on. Kind of pick and choose whichever one you might think is cool. I never want to be like, you should go with Bolt, even though I just gave him a lot of high praises. a lot of people pick Excalibur or Bolts. Not a lot, at least that I've seen, really pick Mag. I mean, that might change with Warframe 1999, because the devs are trying to depict Mag as a rather attractive lady, which is nothing wrong with that, but kind of childish, if you ask me. Like Ember's heirloom, like the new recent heirloom, is just like she's getting a butt lift. What does that have to do with anything? She's got a curvaceous behind. Like, what is, other than, you know, the rather sad degenerates out there who, you know, get excited because of pixels on their screen. It's like, okay, like, you're not doing anything to like buff her to get her any better play style. I mean, there's been videos that came out recently that the best frame you'll never play, like from MH Blackie, for instance. Yes, I do watch him. Yes, I do value his opinion. I think he's very right on how Ember is. A lot of people are like, well, she's really good if you had Thermal Sunder, who is Goss, and Blackie has said Goss is a pretty perfect, or pretty darn close to what a perfect Warframe would be. So Ember, who needs Goss's ability for her to be really good, why not just play Goss? Oh, but Ember mains won't like that. Yeah. Don't you know her heirloom's coming out? And? Should that affect me? I don't think so. I'm also the type of person that hates Wisp because of the over-sexualization of Wisp as well. You can get an idle animation where she sticks her butt in the air. Like, I care? Anyways, rant over. Welcome to Warframe podcast, where I complain about over-sexualization of frames. It's just a piece of metal if you really think about it, but I don't know, it's just, it's very dumb, in my opinion. A bit too childish for my liking, which is why I stick to creating my own content, if you will, of getting about 1,000,001 Cryotic. Because I'm sure this will be talked about on the cover of Game Informer, how some no-name YouTuber went and got, like, I don't know, 50 to 60,000 Cryotic, which a lot of other people have done in their Warframe time. It's almost like a rite of passage, you know. Well, have you made the Siberia yet? No, I haven't made it. Then you haven't played Warframe yet. I don't know if anybody else experiences this, or like what it would be other than maybe like nerves or anxiety, but does anybody ever get like a feeling like your skin is crawling? And it's just like when you get impatient. That's kind of how I'm feeling right now. Like everything's kind of itchy. I'm just like, why is this taking so long? It's like a frustrating slow pace. Like, there is absolutely nothing I can do to speed it up. All I can do is get from one extractor to the next one quicker. And even at that, depending on the... Wasn't there two here? I'm not going crazy. Did it just despawn? I could swear there's two of them right there. Maybe I have officially lost it. But, yeah, it's just a matter of, like, going from point A to point B faster. There's nothing while I'm waiting for this to extract. There's literally nothing I can do other than just defend it. Which, if it takes them some time to even get here, then, like, half the timer's gone by the time they get here. Which, honestly, I'm okay with. you. I missed it. Yep. Don't do it. Oh boy. Let's go for the next one. Cell right there. See how they're all running to that Bravo there instead of head back to Charlie. The game's AI is, for lack of a better word, very stupid. Like, unironically, extremely dumb. I don't know why they just kept it. I mean, even if you want it in like better terms, extremely simple. I don't know why they're like, this one objective is the older objective, or like in this situation, right? If I were to activate Delta, there might be like one or two guys that run over there to take care of it because it's a new objective and maybe the game like spawns some new guys when the new objective comes out. But all of these people on this map right now are going to C. They're going to Charlie. I don't know why. That's just how their AI is. It's super basic. There's one objective, and it's to shoot the one objective that's there. Okay, makes sense. When I activate 3 or even 4, besides the 1 or 2 that might spawn specifically to target that one, so that way, you know, it's like a anti-cheese mechanic, you can't just leave it alone. What about interception missions? If you and up to 3 other people activate all 4 points at the same time, guess what happens? All the enemies will go after one of those 4 points. They won't split up their attention, they won't divide and conquer, they will only go after that 1 point. And if you sit pretty on your little point of interception and just like, oh, I'm good here, I'll just protect this 1 point, you can actually get ineligible to gain rewards due to inactivity. Why they still haven't fixed it and the game's like 11 years old? I don't know. Probably because it requires, you know, more thought than just giving Warframe the, I don't know, look at her features movement. It's so dumb. We'll modernize the look of frames, but we won't modernize the missions. The gameplay? What gameplay? Spend your money on this. Yeah, because that's what's important. Not that the game feels good. Which, don't get me wrong, other than maybe like interception and maybe like 1 or 2 other very niche things that you probably don't ever notice, the game plays very well. It's a really good game. Otherwise, I wouldn't be streaming it as much as I did, or have, or continue to. Think about this. I used to play Black Desert Online, and I used to stream that a lot. Warframe has kind of taken that spot, if you will. Where did that other battery go? But you don't. Where the heck did that... I don't know where that battery went. But no, the devs, I feel like they kind of are off their rocker a few times, more than anything else. Like, I could have not just picked up a power cell, by the way. I don't know what's going on with it. But it's like they're more concerned about giving a new cosmetic that has absolutely no gameplay value. It's kind of like Pearl Abyss with Black Desert, though. Because it's like, oh, check out this new outfit. It's supposed to be some, like, sexy nun outfit. Like, I care? And that's kind of where Warframe is, too. They're still working on Warframe 1999, where you actually get to play as humans before, like, the whole Warframe thing. So, we'll see how well that comes together, if it's actually worth it or not. But my prediction is I'm probably just going to continue to play normal Warframe. I don't know if 1999 is going to be like a separate game, or if it's going to be like Duviri, where it's a game mode within the game. I don't think much information is very public about it to begin with, so. I'd be very interested, though, if it was like its own separate game, which is kind of like shooting yourself in the foot as a game developer, because then you're basically having people divide their attention between two games. So then people will be more like focused on one of them. So I don't know if that's what they were gonna do. If that's really what they were gonna do, I don't know about the future of Warframe. Time will tell. We'll see what they decide to do. I'm very interested in it, though. And much like all the other things that I'm interested in, I tend not to look at any news about it or trailers or anything. And then, you know, as it gets closer, the more and more that people, like, talk about it, the more and more that I kind of notice it, either in my friend group or content creators that I watch on YouTube for Warframe. The closer we get to it, I'm sure they'll mention stuff about it. And when they publish a video about, like, oh, it's out now, then I'll actually go, like, watch a trailer or two and then maybe play it, you know. So that's just kind of how I've always been. I try not to, like, watch a trailer. Like, to this day, I can guarantee you, I could probably play beginning to end Tears of the Kingdom because of watching other people play it. But I have not touched the game, I have not played it, other than like maybe 5 minutes, and it was like me in an open field battling some like, what are they called, bokoblins or something. I wasn't doing anything impressive, so I know that might be very shocking for some of you to even consider that I have never played Tears of the Kingdom, but I liked Breath of the Wild more, I'll be honest. The main reason why I liked Breath of the Wild more was it was you by yourself. You didn't have like little ghost pals following you around, helping you out. You had the spirits, which was okay. I liked that mechanic, you know. Rivali's Gale, or Bosa's Fury, you know. Daruk's Protection. I really liked that. I liked that as a concept. But then, I don't know, Tears of the Kingdom was like, we've got your back, Link. And it's like, okay, Sidon, I don't remember wanting your attention, but sure, I guess. It's a totally different vibe, and I liked Breath of the Wild's like isolation better. That's coming from somebody who hasn't even played Tears of the Kingdom, so you know, don't take it as the gospel's truth, please. get greedy here. Going to work out. Find out here in about 20 seconds. Oh my gosh, almost fell. Oh, I'm getting stuck. Poor Nox. Alright. This one should be good for the remainder of its time. Get back to E. The way that it's not in any trouble. Is in trouble. No! If I didn't get stunned. I spammed 4. That was a mistake. I really put down 2. Yeah, I did. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna watch this till I get down to like maybe 5 seconds or so. No, stop it. I'll stay up. Nope, I said stay up there. It's one of the issues with my 777 build. I just did it again. Wow. Let me grab some energy here. So that time I theoretically saved by having that second excavator going and nearly losing it. Yeah, it didn't save that much time with the grand scheme of things. So that was cool. Tres más. As much as I want to go get the other one, I'm going to wait very impatiently. Okay, I need to work on something. So if I'm going this way and I just do that, probably not the time to be doing this. So I go past it, I look at it, tap, okay. That's, in theory, what I'm trying to learn. Batter up. Alright, I couldn't resist. Where is this Jade Xmas? Okay, so grab this. Sometimes I like warp behind this, so then I just look at it. I want to practice this. Say for instance, I warp behind here, look at it, roll. I need to hit E a lot faster. So I'm past it. Look. Yeah. Little things like that, I just am trying to optimize a little bit. Kind of messing around though. I have nothing else better to do while I'm waiting. I mean, truth be told, and this is kind of a stupid thing to even think out loud, but there is part of me that's like, you know what I could be doing while I'm waiting for these to like finish excavating? I could totally be making like a stream overlay. I could be doing like thumbnail assets. I mean, I could be doing all sorts of stuff. But then like, how good would they be? Because then I'm like dividing up my attention instead of being very mindful of what I'm on the game and the project that I'm working on. Only like one of it would really have my undivided attention, which would mean that the one that had more of my attention would be better. I don't know. It's like trying to multitask my workflow, which is not something I would ever recommend doing. that right on the spine. I'm sure that felt great. I got like 40 seconds before this is done. Ran out of energy, cool. Good. Hit Black Cat's Hunt. Remember what I said about shield gating? Yeah. There's that time now where I just have to spam the ability 1 button. Let me just do this. Okay. Go grab this, and then we'll head to extraction. If I can get out of here. This is such a quick way to do it. There we go. Alright. Another 4K. Nice. A good amount of ferret, actually, too. Or ferrite. Okay. Is there anything else in here? Octavia Prime, she's already done, actually. Ambassador. The Gaze. And this is for secondary? Well, this is like a kit gun thing. But yeah, I need another Magistar too. How do I... Probably mark it, right? Because the Magistar I have, I'm going to keep. Magistar. Yeah. For the day that I eventually get enough Cryotic to get the Sibir, I want to have a second Magistar ready. Start, please. Thank you. So, Warframes that are done. Octavia Prime. Banshee's going to be soon. Neza's going to be soon. Stynax. This Stynax is a second one, by the way, because I'm going to subsume him. Nidus is getting there. Trinity just started. Valkyr is also a go. Caliban, I need to get more anomaly shards, but he's another one I'm working on too. I need to work on Limbo as well, but the issue is, yeah, I need the other two. I don't need his systems, unfortunately. I don't know if there's any other relics that I could run for some of these. And also, we're looking probably an hour and a half, right? Yeah. So we'll do like one more round of Cryotics, and then I'll take a look at... I kind of want to do it now, yeah. We'll do Cryotic in a second. I want to take a look at the frames that I need to get for... where's it? Documents. The prime frames to get. So, one of them is Ember Prime. Don't have any relics. Hydroid? Nope. Ivara Chassis. Nope. Limbo. Nope. Loki. Nope. Next one. Mesa. Nope. Nova? Nope. Nyx. I need one more for her Neuros, which I don't have anymore. Oberon Prime. Nope. And Vauban. Nope. Okay. So I have absolutely no relics for them at all, which sucks. Which means that I think there's only like one of them that's unvaulted, and I want to say it might have been Trinity, or it might have also been Nyx. I think Nyx is actually the one who's unvaulted at the moment. Also, did I hit level 10 on this? Wrong one. Hang on. No, I did not. I could do that real quick, actually, because Titania is goated. So I'm going to do that real quick. Yeah, it should be fine. I did it was like almost an hour and a half to hour and 40 minutes on a circuit with Titania Prime. I actually had the Fear Axe as well. The Fear Axe allows my Titania to also have increased damage on secondaries. So, yeah. Just to diss the Aki Core, I'll get that one. The Helio Core, why not? And then I'm not going to use either of those, but I'll take this one, I suppose. I have intrinsics all the way up, but I'm just going to double check. Always do this, they're all max rank. Only other thing I need to do is there's a bunch of weapons around here, and it requires Pathos Clamps or Platinum, so I just need to run a lot more normal missions. We'll do that one. I just need to do more of the Lone Story or something. Probably Lone Story on Steel Path, because you can get 15 Pathos Clamps for completing it. Oh, look, more excavation missions. Isn't that just lovely? One. Looking for the little decree fragments. Another one up here. That. That's the third one. Either I'm not seeing it or it's hidden somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's like I heard it. Melee, we'll do that one. This is one of the only times I actually don't like the big map because it can be deceiving. Sir, there you go. And I forgot I was playing on Korra too, so that means that I have Naramon active, which is not what I usually do on Titania. I usually have Naru, because every time you go out from Warframe to Drifter, Operator, and back, you get like stagger resistance and stuff. So this is actually a little bit on the sketchy side at times. 5 seconds on A, so we're good. B. There's a lot of guys with power cells around here. Interesting. Actually need to do a double transfer here.
Under attack.
That's 10 seconds left. Should be fine. it's not having a good day. In preparation for the next match, I'm just going to do this. Okay. Nobody else over here. The last two off of you. Just gotta wait 20 more seconds. So yeah, the other day I did a run with Titania Prime that lasted like an hour and 40 minutes. I got the level cap before I think an hour was over. It got to a point that even if I went down on Titania, my operator could just get myself up immediately again, because all the decrees you get also affect your operator or drifter. And yeah, you can get some pretty insane ones.
This struggle
like,
goes
you know,
on for as long as you can stand.
Let's see. See if we can get something that's kind of good. Every fist shot you can get a fireball. That one's okay. Casting ability, I guess we'll do this one. One of them that I know is actually really good as well, or like a really good one, is a, I think it's like a 10% chance, 50, I don't remember, where if you deal a status effect to an enemy, it will deal it to all enemies within like 10 meters. And that one is just absolutely insane. Casting an ability does corrosive damage, sure. Why not? Also, other than like messing up my timers and recasting my second ability to get more of my little butterflies that fly around, you might see over my fourth ability there's currently 9. That means that there's like 9 little butterflies flying around doing damage to the enemies. You see them just kind of like attacking randomly. There's like little butterflies that they're attacking and subsequently killing. The only effective way that I've learned to just kind of recast them is I'm pretty sure if I were to just cast my 2 abilities or my second abilities like this and then grab it, maybe it does like add more. It might add like 1 more, I'm not really sure. But then if I have all 4 active and I transform back, you know, hit 4 twice, then it spawns 10 of them. So that could be a little bit better in my opinion. At least what I have found, that seems to be better. That guy's a Jade, that's a bitch to do. First one I have audibly made mention of or noticed. You know, my hour 40-minute one, if I did get one, it was so nonchalant that I didn't think about it. See, like right now on my fourth ability, we're down to 4. I just spam 4 until I go back into Titania's form, flight form, and there's 10. I don't know if there's any other better way to do it. In my experience, that's been better than trying to like spam a second ability or something. I'd like to say, you know, I'm a decent Titania player, but I don't know what like the goats of Titania would say. Probably them stupid and shouldn't be playing her. Go back to playing Sarah and just bomb everything. Which is fun too. They're attacking some of them up top. Like, what are you guys doing up there? There is an ability here, though, or a decree, rather, that is just insane. Let's see if I can get it. It increases your capacity of your weapon, and it affects Titania's exalted weapon. Does this count as exalted? Probably not. It's her... Some people call her this form, her pixie form. I don't really consider it a pixie form. Semantics. Let's try to get close enough. for the buffs. Let's go back into reform here. Use my first ability to give myself some status immunity as well. That's the beauty about Titania. Small hitbox when she's in her flying form. Have your little guys that get stuck by grenades. That was a very nice throw for whoever threw that. You know, they kind of help with distractions a little bit. And then you can just give yourself status immunity by holding down the first ability. At least by default, you hold it down. You can obviously go into the options and like reverse it if you want. So it would be like a single tap instead of hold. Yeah, between the decree that increases your maximum capacity and it gives an additional shock damage, you can get Titania up to, because it goes up to 300%, you can get Titania up to 240 bullets. There's a decree that allows you to increase your fire rate depending on like how fast or per shot it increases fire rate. There's also one that has like a 10% chance or something like that to instantly refill the magazine upon killing an enemy. So like you can get some really crazy synergies going here. It's actually pretty nutty. That's why I will say Titania is a very good frame for Circuit. It's like the only one that I actually actively do Circuit on. Gain 3 rerolls. We'll do this one. Every second I'm moving I get more damage. Not that this objective is about damage, it's about collecting things. I apologize if this might be kind of hard to follow along with or watch, because it's just going to be me collecting those little green balls of goo and then taking them to these flood points. Also turning down the in-game volume of Surge. I missed it. Yeah, I have the Dex Pixia, which is her little guns here. I have those modded for, I think, corrosion and heat. I don't know. I don't remember what all I have it, but it's one of the more popular builds on Overframe.gg. If you go over there, type in Titania Prime in the search bar, or do Dex Pixia, you'll be able to find probably the build I'm using, or a pretty close estimation of what I'm using. Because there are some alternatives that you could do. Like some of them, they're better the more that you kill, and then others are more just like, this is consistently good and it doesn't get any better. I kind of go back and forth between, you know, just good enough or like, yeah, I know this build has to like scale over time. But this build, I can guarantee you, works great at level cap on Circuit, with like a billion other decrees that just turbo buff them for what they are. Try to find some more. Oh my gosh, this is a little fast. Not even her max speed either. That's the crazy part. Oh, I'm pull up on the goo. Too much goo, Captain. This is 5. Okay. And hard fight.
The enemy has been held at bay.
Exterminate.
Congratulations are in order. Leave now.
I'm not
or
seeing
later.
it. I don't know if I'll be able to get
Leave
the
you must,
one decree that I was
for
talking
the
about.
Undercraft is inexhaustible.
Talked about a few of them, but grab this one. Any more that I could see? I think there's one right over here. Is there another one down here? Heard it. There it is. Increased corrosive damage. This one's actually pretty good to get to. I saw a bone thing with it too. just gonna hopefully let my little guys be a distraction, hopefully. And recast it, myself status immunity, and then just burn them all. So the problem that I create there by casting my abilities in that exact manner is if I did all my second abilities and then, or if I did, it's hard to explain. If I did all my second abilities right and get all the buffs, I would want to immediately go out of my pixie form here and then go back into it again. Now I'm saying pixie form. Because the top right, it's kind of hard to see, but that Razor Wing Blitz, it just shows 117. It stacks up to 4 times, and as you can tell, as I go faster and faster, like get it up higher, yeah, Titania shoots way faster. She also moves faster. This is non-sprint speed. You want to see sprint? That's sprint speed at 250. So if I do it right, I could go out of and into pixie form or flying form here and keep that extra boost, but I would have to like recast one a few times, not this laser. Shut up. One time during that hour and 40 minutes, I killed him so fast that the game probably freaked out and continued to play his audio past his death, which is not supposed to do that.
Little by little, the madness of the undercroft
But yeah, if I do it right,
is curbed.
what I could do is I could get all that extra just fire rate going, and it would be really good, but unfortunately that's not the case. Also, I don't even know how well this would work. Doesn't seem like it works. So I would need to... Yeah, it's not working. So I would need to... Does it work if I do this and then back into... No, it doesn't. Because sometimes... I thought that was a... Never mind. That was a bone. It wasn't. Is that going over there? Nope. I almost didn't see that one. It's 2. Okay, check the perimeter. Here. Nope. Is that it? That's it. Yes. So this doesn't count for rolling then, so I don't need to do that. And I also strictly avoid anything that increases my movement speed because it's already bad enough. Yeah, if I do my roar and then like the status cleanse after, you know, getting all my little guys, what I should do is I should just like get all 4 of my buffs here and then use my other abilities after using 4, because when you go out of your flying form, it removes the Razor Wing Blitz thing. So you lose your movement speed, you lose your fire rate speed and stuff, which can be helpful for moving around, you know, losing that movement speed. Sometimes it's unwieldy, so it makes sense. But, yeah. But also, because I don't have the ability to refill my bullets other than stop firing, I also don't... It's like a weird thing. I don't want to boost the Titania's fire rate right now, but later on, when I can get that from, you know, killing enemies, I have a 10% chance to completely refill my bullets, increase my capacity through the other degrees. Once I get to that point, then it'll be like, yeah, faster, faster, faster. And I should get to a point where I don't feel like I'm firing fast enough, which is really strange, because at that point, then it's like level cap, 9999 enemies. So it becomes a very strange thing, a weird dichotomy with Titania with the circuit. You don't want it to go too fast early on because, you know, you don't have all the bullets in the world to do it. Ow. Rude. That was all my shield, sir. step here and avoid the Vrax, and then he moved, he dodged my shots. And you can really tell right now the amount of bullets I have is just very, very minimal. So I have to more or less be careful and prioritize the target that I need to kill. So I need to assess the situation. What would probably be the scariest? Anything that's an Eximus, you know, blast, energy, whatever. Jade Eximus. Ones like that I need to prioritize, and then everybody else after that. And then ones that would be considered bullet sponges, I kind of need to make sure I have enough bullets when I start pulling the trigger, otherwise I won't be able to kill them before running out, which is also kind of sad and embarrassing, but this person over there. So there's this weird sort of give and take that's going on with Titania early on in the circuit, but it gets better the more you go into it. I mean, realistically, too, I could just walk up to somebody and just, you know, do this. But then I should have done 4 before doing Roar, but again, going back to what I was just talking about, I don't have that many bullets, so I can't just click and hold the entire time. I have to be, oh gosh. I have to be a little bit more mindful about it. All my buddies are dead. You might also wonder why I'm aimed down sight most of the time too. Titania moves around quite a bit, like the recoil is a bit too much. I could adjust the build and make it to where it aim down, not even aim down sight, but just like the recoil is just not a thing. I don't really like that personally. I'd rather just aim down sight for like an extra little bit of damage. There's arcanes that I can equip that'll help reduce recoil. I don't really care about that, if I'm honest. Besides, a little bit of movement that I get while aimed down sight is good too. Prevents me from having to like do little circles, you know. But yeah, there are situations where I would want to hip fire, and other situations where I don't. So that is tier 10. I'm done. This is a weekly thing, by the way. Getting up to tier 10. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, because I got the bonus too. I was like 600 cryotic. How did I get that? Yeah, because I got the bonus, that booster thingy. All right. With that done and out of the way, I don't have all the Incarnans yet, but there's the Latron. We're closer. And you can also do extra. Like you can go all the way up to. I'm pretty sure this is like 21, but like 50,000 credits. Really, really motivating. 1,000 endo. Yeah, that's really motivating. For how much you have to go for it, it's just like, why? Like, make it 10,000 endo. Make it, I don't know, 1,000,000 credits. 1,000,000 might still not even be worth it. That Steel Path shouldn't do that. We're gonna do like one more here for Cryotic, though. I think this will be fine. Hopefully. Alright.
We're here in search of lost artifacts and items buried deep below the surface. The scanner has picked up a target. Go to the dig site.
Alright. Another 20 excavators. Let's go. So excited. Early on, I want to say like maybe up to like the 10th dig complete, I can just run from dig site to dig site, getting them going immediately, you know. Let's see. When does the next one start? Well, I have enough for it now. So it's about a minute 20. Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to flicker in that. Let's put up the next dome. Oh my gosh, grab it, please. I hate how there's a gap in that tree branch, by the way. I tried to go through it earlier and just now. I hate that there's a gap there because my brain's like, oh, I can go through that, and then there's an invisible wall, so I can't actually go through that. Which is more annoying than anything. I don't want to be perceived as a liar, game. Can you please give me a power cell through these little cache things? I said it like earlier in the stream, but obviously you want people to think I'm an actual liar around here. Apparently this is my fate. A liar of Warframe. Probably not the first time I've ever intentionally or accidentally lied about something. Gosh. All that loot just jumped at me. Talk about a jump scare. I just noticed, is it nighttime now on the mission? Am I... yeah, it's moonlight. Okay, so it is nighttime. There's this weird thing too with Earth missions. If you're going for apothecs, you can get these various different plants through the day or nighttime here at the Earth missions, and you basically have to get so many of them, create different apothecs, and there's certain ore mods and other mods really that you can get from those various apothecs by doing them. After you make the apothec, you add it to your gear wheel, and then you proceed to... I probably shouldn't just leave this one. I didn't even chain it. Wow, I'm just that bold, huh? Once you equip it to your gear wheel, as you're going through another Earth mission, you'll hear Lotus say, you know, during some point during the mission, it'll be like, oh, I sense that there's a grove nearby. So then you have to like go different routes and you have to find out where the grove is, and then interact with like this little altar that uses your apothec, and then it spawns little specter guys you gotta kill, and then they drop whatever item that you might be going for or might not be going for, because it's just RNG for you, I suppose. It's fun. I have no energy. Use that one. That guy would drop energy that much. Okay, where is the next one going to spawn? And we have a cell. Okay, he goes back over this way. Cool. So, like, early on like this, you can see we've done 4 digs. It's already 5 minutes in. It doesn't look too bad, but as the mission progresses, the enemies start getting harder. They start becoming a little bit less and less manageable, and then it gets to a point where you just kind of have to babysit one at a time. Again, if I had a group of people, or if I was willing to actually do public lobbies, then I probably would do... we do a game of scraps, at least 3 people to do it. One person would focus on whatever the current objective is. So I'd be on E until it finishes. And then everybody else could go to F. Well, because it's taking forever for the next one to spawn, which would be A again and repeat, once it finally spawns, then I would, you know, make my way. By now, hopefully I'd be at F. So then 1 or 2 people could then go to the next one, fill it up immediately, and then, you know, defend it while I'm defending F. And we would get to a point where we would either have 1 person or 2 people defending both points. But there's that rare instance where you would have 3 of these objectives up at any given point in time, which then becomes kind of tricky. That you would have like maybe 2 defensive frames, like maybe a Frost and a Korra, 2 Korras, 2 Frosts, whatever, for defensive reasons. And then, you know, a couple other characters or other frames that they don't really have to be a dedicated defensive frame, but they could if they wanted to kind of make the rest of the team not have to worry about things. But, you know. Whenever the game decides to spawn the next one. Yeah, it would definitely be a thing of, with a highly coordinated team, it would be a very good thing, actually. But unfortunately, I don't really have those luxuries right now, and nor do I really care for those luxuries. I probably should actually increase the duration of Korra's Strangledomes. Increase range, increase duration. Maybe increase her max energy. Maybe max her a bit just for excavation missions like this. Like, I have catalyzing shields. I don't think I need that necessarily for this mission. I could definitely fine-tune her build a little bit more, but I don't really care that much, if I'm honest. Show the end of this one. This way. Here. All the other ones are gone. Sad. That's fine though, this guy dropped too. I think the booster is actually affecting the power cell drops too. I'm getting a lot of them. A lot more of them than I usually would. Bunch of them over here. This will be 9 and 10. I like how even though, you know, you go one direction in the air, you can kind of bend your momentum around. If I'm going to C and all of a sudden I want to go this way, I can kind of like bend it around. Which is not how physics work, but you know, I give them A for effort. Alright. Here comes the entourage. I'll misplace that dome a little bit off to the side. Okay, did they change this? I'm still trying to get a energy cell out of these. They did change it. Right. The other one's back the same direction. It's like 10 o'clock at night, so you have to forgive my yawn. It's not like it's been like a long day or anything, it's just... I'm gonna assume that that other one is... Oh, this is even more awkward. All of these guys are gonna try to go through here, and they're just gonna get killed by the dome. They won't even have the chance to really make their way to E, which they want to go to. E has 10 seconds with a little over 3,000 HP. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, they have to be averaging like 300 every second. They're not, so... Ching! Easy peasy. Obviously, we are playing on like one of the easiest difficulties. So you gotta count your victories where they are, you know. How's it going? It's going pretty good. I mentioned it earlier, but we were going to get our van after it's been in the dealership for like over 7 months. We're hopefully going to be able to do that tomorrow. It has been a journey. How are you guys doing? Should be good. 18 seconds on the other one. Okay. Right, could be worse, but could also be better. Yeah. I feel that. Let's grab this one, speed 14, if all goes well. And I don't somehow lose the other one. Was gonna... Okay, that's fire. Fire bad. More fire. Blitz guy there. Can't chill out. Seconds. The one's gonna be like right here. Just gonna quickly hit that. Seconds left on this one. That'll be good for that time. Oh, wrong direction. Ow. Explosion to the face. Oh, they're down below. It's like, where are they? To find them. Got a little bit over a minute left on this one. 15 minutes for the mission with 13 done. Which some might say that's pretty good. 14 done at 16 minutes. Knowing that they're a minute and 40 seconds apiece, yeah, It's a pretty decent time, not gonna lie, but I really wish these weren't a minute 40, you know. I kind of wish they were like, I don't know, 60 seconds. Or even if they doubled it, it'd be 50 seconds. Which I feel like would still be pretty lengthy time. Wouldn't be too bad. I mean, it'd be a different story too if these power cells like despawned after, I don't know, 20 seconds. But a lot of them still just kind of stay, so there's no real stress really. It's just kind of wait for stuff. That's my most favorite thing I enjoy, waiting. Which is why I'm like, trying to multitask these a lot of the time. Get two of them going. Which again, early on stage of the game, it's doable. Just surprises like that are a little frightening still. Here, everybody just group up on that guy, please. Thank you. Everybody's still hanging out over there. That's fire. Next dome right there. We kind of kill some of these guys off. It'll reset their position a little bit, but that's okay. Might even spawn on my way to this next one. Who knows? How's the family doing? Family's doing good. Once we get our van back, Dad's gonna have some important doctor meetings because his back has been giving him a little bit of issues again. So there's potential for like surgery and other things, but for the most part, we're doing all right. We've all kind of been going through our own health issues all throughout the year from the beginning of this year. Things seem to be simmering down, which is nice. That guy. Battery. This one. Hello. Oh no. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
The remaining dig sites.
I still got some cryotic, but this means I need to defend one more. That was a good example of my aim these days sometimes. I blame the fun that is Arizona. I don't have to aim, I just shoot the ground and blows up everybody. Excuse me. You can stop that grenade throwing. Need one more power cell game. Power cell. Like one more. Looks like there's one up here. Nice. guy's gonna die soon. Yep. I'm gonna try to have him group up a bunch of his buddies, but not worked too well. Gonna try being greedy. I really shouldn't be on 19 and 20, but got like 6 seconds to hold it back to B. If I lose this one, then I'm just gonna have to baby the rest of them.
Excavator
Oh my
destroyed.
gosh.
Protect the remaining dig sites.
Alright, well, I guess I'm going baby mode. I will be a bit risky. I know what I just said about, you know, being a bit better about this, but, you know, define risk. Oh, convenient. Man, my aim is bad. Let's try this again, shall we? It's gonna be the equivalent of like a little over 21 extractors done, but and I'm only doing 20, by the way. I'm gonna extract here in a second after this one. Assess my life's decisions and what led me to this point. I finally decided it's time to do the cryotic grind. Now I want to redub it to Cryolot grind. So over 25 minutes for 20. That's slow, in my opinion. Fire's doing 100 per tick. It's crazy. Oh my gosh. You know, I would be like, oh, I even got 2 Riven Slivers. If I didn't have 851 of them, I'd be happy. The ferrite, though, it's actually really good. I need a lot of ferrite for other things, too. Whether they're dojo or... I think to get ciphers, which I actually use quite regularly these days, you can get 100 of them for 36,000, so, I mean... Technically speaking, I can get more ciphers, should the need arise. But, yeah. Let me take a look. What else I might need? What am I looking for? Not cryotic. It's I don't remember. Bobbin Prime, I can actually get his going, but do I already have that? I don't know. I'll have to take a look at my notes later and figure that out. I do know as far as the dojo is concerned, I do need mutagen mass, and I don't quite remember where I was going. I kind of do, but kind of don't. I'm going to be honest. Resource farm locations. Mutagen at Terrarim Deimos. And this one I will do Steel Path. So, Terrarim down here. So this is for mutagen mass. Or mutagen samples, not mass, excuse me. I need like... there's one research at the dojo that's like, I think it's like 2,000 or 5,000. It's a ridiculous amount. So I'm taking a break from gathering one horrid resource to get one other horrid resource. If I can get a lot of the biolab stuff going, though, that'd be great. Sorry, Tony the Tiger. Okay, everybody come over here. Yeah, crowd around. Near him on. As well, baby. I forgot to add one of my abilities going. There we go. Now I should be okay. Lycat's Hunt is the main reason why this build is just so survivable. So it just works. I gotta find a better room though if I'm gonna be doing this. Just got 4 Orkin cells off of that. Holy. What else in here? I do not need nanospores either, in case anybody is really curious. I say that and then I grab some more like a idiot. Also, earlier on one of these areas, down here, there's like a little spot you can go to. So if you ever get on this tile set, check that area out because you might actually get some really decent loot. I got a full Forma from there earlier, and I don't know how, but I did. Alright, well. We're fine. This is what mutagen sample farming looks like. I know, it's the most exciting thing to do. What the heck just killed me? Half the time I don't even know, I'll be honest. Gotta increase my Lycat's Hunt a bit, so I need to do this first. Smidge. Oh. I think there was a charger that had toxin. I didn't see it. It's usually toxin that kills you if it's infested. So if you wanted to avoid it in its entirety, I don't remember what it's called. There's an arcane you can get that basically just makes you never get the toxin status effects. Or I guess debuff applied to you. There's, I think it's Inaros. There's a lot of Inaros builds that use it. I don't remember what the name of the arcane is, but it's the one that prevents toxin effects on you. I was drinking some water, don't mind me. We're not at 12 no more. What's this? think this counts as fixing it. Usually the whip can do it, but... I'll wait for the next time here and get back up to 12 again. Wait for it. Wait, okay, now. That did not work as well as I would expect. It worked though, so. Now we have too many mods, I can't tell. I wish, by the way, that the mods would be like the last item on your like quick loot tab. Because now it's like I have to escape, go here. Oh, I got 24, cool. I just wasted like 10 seconds. Oh, down here, okay. I'm like looking around like, why are they not being attached over here? Because they literally aren't. There you go, me. Increase the light path's hunt a bit. There we go.
Extraction is available if you need it.
400 endo for a, well, kind of a mediocre reward if you ask me, but not the most mediocre reward I've ever gotten, but it's pretty high up there actually. Where'd he go? Why is he way over there? Over here. Stop using Hydroid's ability. It sucks. Like I just dissed everybody who's a Hydroid main who actually likes that ability. I'm not sorry, the ability is actually garbage. I don't even play Hydroid. DE, can you please implement something else that I could use Riven Slivers on besides 20 a week that I get rid of? Like, the game cannot give me another Riven Sliver for the next, like, over 40 weeks, and I still would have more than, like, the 20 per week. $2 million corrosive damage. That's toxin. Sounded like a juggernaut. Or I usually don't hear the infested screaming because I usually listen to music in the background. Fun fact, this whole time I've had a Raycon earbud in my left ear listening to copyrighted music. And I've just kind of accepted that I'm just not going to listen to other music while playing games on stream. I can do this method where I just kind of listen to my own music in the background. Not my music as in like I made it, but music that I would actually want to listen to, sort of thing. Hey buddy, whoa. Never mind, go away buddy. I'm gonna move this further. I'll keep moving it slightly because I'm curious what it would look like. issue with moving it out further is that some of them are going to get stuck on the second floor. The loot will actually drop down there. That's kind of why I was putting it over here to begin with. Forced lessons. Another 2 ribbons. Okay.
We will all share in this bounty. Hold.
So 10 minutes. How much are we looking at? 50. Okay. I'll go to 20 minutes because I'm hoping to get the rest of the pigments. I think I need like 196. I think. Something like that. It's a dojo dye. Cells, nice. I actually do need to look at how to get a bunch more organ cells. I'm gonna need a lot more, I feel like. I'm getting to a point where like a lot of the prime weapons and stuff that I need to make are using up a lot of organ cells. Little maggots, okay. More organ cells, nice. I'll put it further on the stairs there. Is that overlapping? I think so. It's overlapping quite a bit, actually. That's also overlapping quite a bit. Why am I doing this? Internal clock is broken. Now the dome fell. Goodbye. think on Korra's build, I probably should remove... Well, I'm torn. I like the duplex bond, but at the same time, like a lot of the enemies are getting stuck fighting. Maybe it's just Venari over there. Maybe it's not. I feel like they're getting stuck fighting the Diriga clones, but I don't even think they're targetable because they show up as invulnerable. And they're good for status priming.
They could not do this without you.
Status priming is important because the third ability, like I mentioned earlier, like Cat's Hunt, if you don't know about it, whenever you kill an enemy that has 5 unique status effects, like this guy, it extends the duration of it. So that's why my third ability can just basically be on like forever. I mean, at this point, it's basically like a channel ability, of course. And whip. Excuse you, dude. Here's a fun mechanic. You can shoot corpses with the Kuba nuke bar, and it counts as hitting other units as well, like the chains do. Very strange thing, actually. I'm pretty sure most beam weapons you can do that with. Like, I've gone down a few times in the last few minutes, but I don't really care. As I will see where I'm at 20 minutes. I want to get enough pigments to finish out the dye that I'm working on, and then I also want to make sure maybe like 200, maybe 250 mutagen samples would be nice. And he's dead. Good fight, dude. Maybe they can't damage the Diriga, but maybe they are trying to attack it. Well, I just went down. That was... Oh. Hang on. 1 second, let me cook. Oh, I might be actually going down. Nope. I know, darn. Such a shame. Now because I don't have the second dome over here, now it's an issue. This whole time I've had it over here and there's been like nobody on this. When I don't have it there, it's an issue. And I can't win. Yeah, we're at 10 times. Provided that they can get through. Not here. Let's just do this. Well. That works. Played the Jade Eximus that I just murdered with one whip. I'm purposely watching them in the background. I'm fairly certain they're just back there just trying to attack the little Diriga clones that aren't attackable. Like, on one side, I do appreciate that the Diriga clones actually take aggro, because there's a lot of times where I just need that slight little bit of reprieve, and they can't kill the little Diriga clones, so... Think of it kind of like a permanent bullet sponge. Can't do damage to it, but they are also just, like, attracted to it, and as a result, they just don't ever attack me, which is good, what I want it to be. But then there are moments where they're too busy distracted trying to attack the clones. They don't go through this doorway. They don't get close enough. They don't get latched onto the Stranglebone. Which, by the way, they kind of need to for me to get the extra bonus. So... I'm starting to think that maybe the, That's Toxin. Oh gosh, that was not good. Not here.
The longer you
Well,
fight,
never
the
mind.
more
That's not
successful
what I
you'll
meant to
be.
do. Okay. I don't know how true it is, because I usually don't use the boosters and whatnot. But from what I was kind of read, actually, not was told. I was told by the internet. What I read was that whatever you have here at the end, all this gets doubled after you extract. So if I end up with 212 and 224, then that'll be great. But we're about to find out. Or if it just counts the moment you pick it up, because Orkin cells are doubled. No, they're doubled immediately. Okay. Maybe back in the day it used to double at the end of the mission. I don't know, but... If I remember correctly, I had like 90 by 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes, they must like stop spawning the little crawler guys that give pigments. I don't know. But if I do that mission for 10 more minutes, I'll have enough pigments to finish out the dye that I'm working on, and then, you know, a bunch of mutagen samples. Not enough to get much of anything really done, but, you know. Alright, so fast travel to Tenno Lab. Nope. That it immediately puts you in there like, oh, you want to donate something? No, I just wanted to fast travel here. Alternatively, if they never did that, then people would complain, so, you know. The Hema, I do need this, like, badly, but nah, right now. Try to work on everything else. Jin, and this one's 30. I have enough for both of them, cool. Except for the Balmer bundles. Oh well. Because I need to start getting all these other ones going, like 65, 30, 30, 35, 40, 20. Okay, so probably another like 500-600 here, and then the Hema, which is... Yeah. That must be the Biolab's equivalent of the Torrid, or not Torrid, but the Ignis Wraith. Need a ton of Cryotic here. Could do half of it, but I'm not that concerned about it. Does that mean I can actually do Wukong? Get his research done? Oh, I keep typing on accident. My fingers, I guess, tired. He doesn't even need Cryotic. Why am I thinking he needs Cryotic? He needs Plastids, which those are kind of a meme to go for as well. Great. Yeah. Yeah, about another 90 or 82 more, and that's good. And then a lot of the other stuff is kind of like whatever. Yeah, that's kind of the dojo, the state that it is right now. It's getting there. It's not entirely there yet, but, you know, little by little. Most of the pertinent research is almost done. The big thing is I just need to get clan rank 10, which, I mean, again, a lot of it is just research, grinding, and such. It's getting kind of late. It's 10:46 p.m. my time. I'm going to go ahead and call a stream here. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. For the most part, the next couple of days, especially because I have the 3-day booster, I will be doing some extra stuff. A lot more grinds for like Cryotic and other resources that I need for dojo, or just like Warframe parts, or maybe even weapons. Like, and then, you know, I need to get into like, how do I get the Carmine Penta stock, for instance, because I've never gotten this weapon, but I'm apparently 3 out of 4. The Dara Vandal, how do I get the barrel, because it's already 3 out of 4. The the Latron Wraith, 3 out of 4. You know, like, it's going to become a lot of trying to figure out where to get the specific things that I need, like the chassis. You know, various things that I'm going to need, miscellaneous things, I'll say. I even got the Despair recently built, so. But yeah, things are going pretty well. I'm not going to say I don't like it, because that'd be a lie. I love seeing progress being made and things getting done. The Odonata. This has to be a relic, because there's no other ones. But anyways, getting off topic, getting distracted with things. And yep, okay, that's it. Alright, well, for what it's worth, thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. If you guys are new around here, hit that subscribe button, bell icon to be notified of future streams. If you guys want to help me out and share the channel around with your family or friends, go right ahead. I don't really have much plans for a lot of other stuff at the moment, mainly just Warframe content. But there'll come a day where I do other things, I'm sure. And one of these days, when my channel is more in the public light, then I might be doing other things too. Who knows? A lot of it just kind of depends on the motto that I want to do what I want to do. And if people are there to hang out and enjoy some company, then sure. And if they're not into that, then they don't need to be. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like I said, subscribe, ring the bell, do all that fun stuff. There is a link down below in the description for a Discord. You can go join the Roadies Discord over there. That is a place where you can go and hang out with other people in the community. You also get notified when I go live, because there are notifications. There's a Discord bot that kind of pings when I go live. So you can get notified on Discord outside of YouTube, because YouTube notifications are also very funky at times. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. Till next time, stay safe, take it easy, and God bless.